Welcome to the first step in the Phenomenal Boss Blueprint to launching your business. And the first step is discovering your passions and interests. So I think, actually the foundation for you to start your business, because you don't want to just launch a business simply because you think something will be profitable. And you don't want to launch a business, you know, based on, something that you're not truly passionate about. Because the goal is for you to build a sustainable business that you enjoy, doing. You've worked however many years you've worked at your job and you don't enjoy that. So unless you have that special, unique job. But if you're here, that means you want more than to just work at that job. And so when I say here in this mini course, by you attending this mini course, you're actually searching for, you know, a guide essentially to launch, a business that you love. And a lot of courses leave, kind of the passion out. They tell people, figure out your experiences, and then launch a business based on that. And yes, we're going to talk about your experiences, but you want to make sure that you tap into what you're passionate about. As you transition from employee to CEO, and in both mindset and also actions, you want to know, well, what is it that I'm actually passionate about? And you want to focus your energy into really kind of taking some time to really discover who you are. And this was a process that I took myself through, because I was working all these years and I had only identified myself as, my job title or the company or the agency that I worked for at that particular time. I had never really, separated myself from, being that employee, and now trying to figure out my own passions and interests. And so this step is so important and should not be skipped. So when you think about, your passions, you want to think about, what are you most passionate about, and what do you love to do? And, that is where you start before you ever think about, what business idea you want to launch, because it all starts with, what do you have a passion about, and doing something that you love. And then you want to think of, what are you good at? What are people asking you to constantly help with? Think about your job. What have you become the expert in that people are always asking you to do? Whatever. Are you that IT person that enjoys helping people get out of, whatever situations with their computer? Or, are you that person that people go to, even though it's not a part of your job function, but they go to you to, for website fixes? What is it that you are constantly being approached to help? Then you want to think about, what is it that you lose track doing? Is there, are you really good at knitting? And again, you may be thinking, as I'm throwing these different examples out there, that you cannot possibly profit from things that you're passionate about, or if you love knitting, you can't possibly profit from that. And I'm here to tell you that you can. But it all starts with, getting in tune with what you're passionate about and what your interests are. So think about, what do you lose track doing? Do you enjoy knitting? Do you enjoy, you know, educating people about a particular topic? Are you a really, good cook, and you kind of get immersed in the kitchen with trying new recipes? What is it that you are doing, that you lose track of, time and everything that's happening? Then you want to think about your experiences and everything that you've overcome. And you want to, when I say experiences, you want to think about your professional experiences, and you want to think about your personal experiences. Because the thing is, if there's something, in your professional experiences, you want to kind of list it out just like you would your resume. What are your strongest qualities? What do you really know how to do well? And what are you super passionate about? And then when you think about your personal life, detail what is it that you've overcome that you could enable someone else to experience the same transformation. So, and that is what people buy into. When it comes down to buying or choosing to spend money with a business, they're not buying what you're selling. They're buying the transformation that you can deliver to them. And so, just like in this mini course, your transformation will be for you to start your business. And so, just like you're looking for, that outcome with me, people are also looking for that outcome with you. What can you deliver to people? What have you already overcome that you would love to share with other people? Have you, can you coach someone through how to survive divorce? Can you help people transform in terms of like fitness and weight loss? Have you had a significant experience related to that? Or maybe you conquered a health issue and now you are in a position that you've had this magnificent transformation that you can now share with others. So those are the things you want to detail. And when you're thinking about what you've overcome, dig as deep as you need to, and go as far back as you can remember. Because then within all of your experiences and everything you've overcome, you'll begin to see some ideas come to mind. And so that is the end of, that is the end of step one. So before we go into step two, I want you to go through everything, all of those questions in step one. Pull out your Phenomenal Boss Business Launch Guide and go ahead and fill in all of the answers to those questions. And I don't want you to go into step two until you've done it. So, you don't have to go immediately into step two. Complete the answers in their entirety, and I'll see you in step two.